3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are 1 week engaged. I still don't get over that. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you would have seen that we would have posted up a question box for you guys to answer, for us to answer questions from you guys. If you haven't seen our engagement, make sure you check out our last video where we filmed the process of Ro like designing the ring and then like asking my parents for permission to marry me, and then the day that it actually all happened as well. So
yeah, we'll have a link popping up somewhere over here to make it easier for you guys to access. So we're going to jump straight into it, and the first person that we have here is Christian. Shout out to Chris and Shiv and Bali. This one's for Sophie actually. Chris asks, what is it like? Oh, Jake doesn't even read it. What is it like washing Roman skitty undies? I think Soph's gonna actually ask some good ones.
This one's from, oh well, there's actually quite a few people that asked the same question, saying, did I have any idea if Ro was going to propose on that day? The answer is no way. I was so oblivious to it all, really. I mean, Ro did a really good job at hiding it. I wasn't like expecting it. I knew that we both wanted to eventually get engaged. I didn't know when it was. Ro pretty much all he told me was that it would be before the end of the year, and he told me that literally like a couple of days before he actually proposed, so I wasn't expecting it that fast at all. Yeah, I had literally no idea until maybe we were like 100 meters away from the picnic area that Ro proposed. When we were coming up, there was already an engaged couple there taking their engagement shoot photos, so I thought, this wasn't in your plan obviously, but I thought that was like...
I planned those guys to be there to kind of like...
I thought maybe they had just got proposed to, or she just got proposed to, and they were taking photos like straight away sort of thing. We just keep walking up and then they kind of like parted, and then there's other people, everyone just like moved. That's when I knew, like when I saw that we were walking directly to that picnic, that's when I was like, okay. And I remember like saying to her, oh my gosh, I can't breathe, because I was just like in so much shock. Trying to keep it cool, and I was like, there's so
keep it cool. She couldn't breathe, she was shaking.
I was really trying, because I've heard so much advice from people, like especially on their wedding day and their engagement, to like make sure that they really like take in the moment, and like I was really trying, because I was trying to listen to what Ro was saying, but there was so much things going on in my head. I don't even think I remember what you actually said, except for will you marry me? Short answer is no, I just didn't see it coming.
I was real stealth mode, honestly. It was the hardest thing to like keep from Soph for what, 2.5 months or however long it was. And then everything was quite last minute. I will go with Winston's question. Shout out to Winston and Brizzy. Hope you're doing well, brother. He asked, who came up with the idea, like locations and setup? Basically, I came up with most of it myself. I was relying on my brothers and my sister and Jimmy, but then I got to a point where it was just nothing was working out, so I had to take it upon myself and chuck on the pressure under my shoulders. So yeah, it worked out well. As we mentioned in the previous video, the Ultimate Occasions was the page that we came across, well, that I came across online. So if you do want to check them out, the link will be in our description again.
So this is another question that we did receive a couple of times, but what are some things you guys are excited about since being engaged? Well, my thing is obviously I get to plan a wedding. So when I went to study, I studied events management. Really excited to be able to do my own wedding now.
Actually apply a degree. You get whatever you want, man.
Yes.
You get it. You have it.
So that's really exciting. I've already like started. I'm going to New Zealand. Well, probably when this video comes out, I'll be in New Zealand for a week because my sister's having her baby, but I get to go down to the location that we're looking at the moment, so that's really exciting. Let's go with my mum for the day.
One thing I'm excited about is having kids. That's the, I mean, first obviously getting married, but then flipping booming them out.
That was actually one of the other questions.
Oh, was it?
Once we get married, how long would we wait to have kids?
Oh, well, while we're on that topic, in my books, probably 1 year.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you're making it sound like you want them to like...
Well, Yeah, we get married, you get pregnant, you wait a year, you have the kid.
No. Well, a couple people again asked the same question, but if you guys saw, like, my nails were done when Ro proposed, so there was a question like saying, did I know it was coming because my nails were done? The answer for that one is also no. So a couple of weeks before Ro actually proposed, Helena, who's Ro's sister that lives with us, she said that, or she told me that she won 2 nail tickets, and so she said, oh, just come because we can get them done together. And I didn't assume anything of that because in Ro's job, and then also like James and Joseph's jobs, they always win like incentives for selling, so I just didn't second guess anything like that. I was just like, oh cool, we get my nails done for free. But then that was actually, Ro actually organised that. Ro bought those vouchers and got Helena and I to get our nails done, so that's why my nails were done. Okay, next question, this one's for you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Was Roman nervous?
I wasn't nervous at all, to be honest. I was more just excited to kind of step into the next adventure.
I think Joseph was the most nervous.
Oh, bro.
Because he had the most important job of making sure it's all on film.
He did really good, eh?
He did.
I was so happy with next question is from Jared Free Willy, my boy from Galston. He asked, are you getting married in Auckland? And it's a yes. Yes, we will.
No, we're not.
Oh, not in Auckland, in New Zealand. So, not in Auckland, but in New Zealand somewhere.
That just goes to show how much he does not listening to me. Any tips on saving for a ring, Roman?
Give yourself enough time to save by putting a date on it. That way you're not really saving for a long time. Having a date and working backwards. So I finally set a date that I was gonna do the engagement on. When I worked backwards, I figured out, obviously I had to go and find the ring and then work backwards to where I was at the moment. Oh, another tip, if you're struggling on saving for something big like that, writing down your goals. But I wrote it down in my book and I had it in my notes, so I was always looking at it. When you have a goal and you write it down, it's always easier to achieve. And then even like your savings, when you're putting money aside, I had a whole different savings account just for the ring. If you're like me, it just encouraged me to put more money into it until I got my value, and then went out and tried to get a good deal. And came out with an empty bank account. Surely!
Hey.
But it was worth it, you know?
The last question for today is the question that everybody's been wondering. But it is, when is the wedding?
So it'll probably be beginning of next year, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like within the first 3 months. Just to, spice it up a bit.
Within the first 3 months of next year,
In March.
hopefully, if all goes to plan.
In March.
If all
next
goes
year.
to plan.
If all goes to plan, it'll be in March next year.
It's about like 7 or 8 months since, like, from getting engaged to getting married, so it's a good like time frame. It gives us heaps of time to like get what we really want. We'll keep you guys updated with the wedding progress as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel and make sure to leave a comment.
Leave a comment to say anything. Or even just see like what we don't usually see, and or we're planning on like videoing a lot of stuff that not many people do see when you are planning a wedding. So
like, where the heck do you even start? Because when I first got engaged, like last week, I was like, where do you start with fucking planning a wedding? So
we'll break that. We'll break that stuff
for
down.
what we do.
Yeah,
so it might be helpful for someone else out there. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you for the questions that you guys sent us through. If you aren't following us on Instagram already, then our Instagram is down below as well, so you can start following us and see the sort of like behind the scenes of us and our wedding sort of stuff.
But yeah, have a good week guys, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Later.